The day the Council saw humanity's predator instinct unleashed. The Galactic Council chamber shimmered with the soft glow of bioluminescent light. Thousands of alien species gathered inside their custom-built atmospheric pods. Each representative waited quietly as Ambassador Zixthor of the Crystalline Confederacy adjusted his translator to the correct frequency. The human delegation had just entered the hall. It had been 3 standard cycles since Earth had earned provisional membership in the Council. And this was humanity's first real test. A crisis response simulation. To most in the chamber, the humans appeared ordinary, even fragile. Soft skin, 2 eyes, no claws, no fangs, no natural armor. Compared to most galactic species, they looked harmless, almost amusingly so. Ambassador Chen led the human team with calm precision, flanked by 2 military advisors in ceremonial uniforms that displayed no visible weapons. "The simulation will begin shortly," announced High Arbiter Velkash, her long tentacles weaving through the air in a formal gesture. Each delegation must demonstrate its species' response to an existential threat. "Please observe your displays." A holographic image flickered to life, showing a mining colony under attack by Void Reapers, the galaxy's most feared predators. These insectoid monsters had wiped out 17 civilizations before the Council finally managed to contain them. On screen, colonists screamed and ran as the Reapers shredded through walls and defenses as if they were paper. Zixthor studied the humans. Ambassador Chen's expression was unreadable, but something changed in her eyes. Her advisors had gone still, perfectly still. Their breathing slowed, their posture shifted, and their pupils widened. Zixthor's sensors picked up these changes immediately. Something primal was happening. "The humans are showing elevated physiological responses," he whispered to his aide. "Threat assessment complete," one of the human advisors said in a calm, steady tone. "Void Reaper pack count, approximately 40. Standard hive tactics. Exploiting panic in prey species." That last phrase, prey species, caused several council members to exchange uneasy glances. Ambassador Chen tapped her datapad twice. "Authorization Chen 7 Alpha," she said. "Activate response protocol. Apex." What happened next would be studied by xenobiologists for generations. The 2 human advisors suddenly seemed sharper, colder, focused in a way Zixthor's instruments struggled to describe. Biochemical readings spiked. Adrenaline, cortisol, and norepinephrine flooded their systems. Yet instead of panicking like other species, the humans became calmer, their minds clearer, their bodies steady. "They're herding in a circular formation," said the female advisor, tracing the Reaper movement across the holographic display, forcing colonists toward the center. Standard pack behavior. "They think the colonists are prey," the male advisor replied quietly. Ambassador Chen's fingers flew over her console. "Void Reapers depend on fear. They've never faced a species that fights back. They're ambush predators, fast, deadly, but their armor is weak at the joints. They expect panic. They don't expect traps." Zixthor's crystalline core pulsed uneasily. The humans weren't planning a defense, and they were planning a hunt. "Council members," said Ambassador Chen, "with your permission, we'll demonstrate human tactical doctrine. Something we call predator inversion." High Arbiter Velkash shifted to a cautious amber hue but nodded her approval. The human team reconfigured the holographic map in seconds. They tracked Reaper movement patterns, pinpointed the Alpha, calculated pursuit routes, and built a kill zone with chilling efficiency. "The colonists must stop running," said Chen. "Group them into defensive clusters here, here, and here. Use sound and movement to draw the Reapers into the fabrication district." "What will they do there?" Velkash asked. The male advisor smiled. Zixthor's sensors labeled it what humans called a predatory grin. "The plasma cutters, hydraulic presses, and assembly arms," he said. "We'll turn the entire facility into a meat grinder. The Reapers will come in expecting easy prey and find a killing field instead." "That's barbaric," protested Representative Mulvar from the Peaceful Consensus. "You're turning civilians into killers." Chen didn't flinch. "No," she said. "We're turning victims into survivors." "There's a difference." She looked around the chamber. Every species here was born with defenses, claws, armor, venom, psychic power. Humans have none of that. We were prey to everything on our world. We survived by learning how to fight smarter, harder and faster than the things that hunted us. That instinct never left us, and not even now. The simulation resumed following the human plan. The colonists stopped running. They regrouped and fought back. Every hallway became a trap. Every machine became a weapon. The colony turned into a fortress of improvised defenses. The Reapers charged and died. The colonists didn't just defend. They counterattacked. They isolated smaller packs, triggered collapses, and used their surroundings to crush their enemies. Within minutes, the Reaper formation broke. The survivors fled in panic. The council chamber exploded in shock. Several delegates emitted distress signals. Representative Mulvar had withdrawn completely into his shell. "This is monstrous," he cried. "You made them killers!" Ambassador Chen's voice was calm, steady, and cold. "We made them live. You call it monstrous, and we call it survival." For the first time, the chamber was silent. No one spoke as the simulation ended. High Arbiter Velkash's tone was careful. "The human strategy is effective. Disturbing, but effective." As the human delegation turned to leave, Zixthor sent a private transmission to Chen. "Your species frightens us." Chen paused, then replied softly, "Good. Fear keeps us all alive. The creatures that hunt humans never realize what we are until it's too late. By the time they do, we've already adapted them, and they're already gone." Zixthor watched the humans disappear through the exit doors. For the first time in his long, crystalline life, he felt grateful that humanity had chosen to stand with the Council, and not against it. Because that day, he had seen what happened when humanity's predator mode came alive, and he knew the galaxy would never be the same again.